Hey tribe, welcome to my channel that's full of miracles and magic. If you stumbled upon my channel today, I believe we're cosmically drawn, so I encourage you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated on when I post or just so we can stay connected. I also want to just go ahead and give my gratitude and thank you so much for sharing with me your precious time. Thank you in advance for sharing to your friends and your family or whoever you think might be encouraged or, will benefit from these messages. In this channel, my intent is that these messages may uplift, inspire, encourage, and support all who are drawn to them. These are general readings, so this is my disclaimer that not everything will resonate with you, and that is fine. Take what does and leave the rest for a fellow being of light. This is me also wanting to point out that I am in no way a licensed professional. This is a channel, is simply me trusting the connection I have with God and feeling like this can be my creative outlet. So all the decks that I'll be using will be posted in the description below. And before we start, I always suggest that you pause the video and take deep, mindful breaths, at least 3. This just really helps clear your mind so that your higher self can better communicate which pile is best for you. But please don't doubt yourself when you're thinking you should watch more than one pile or just all 3. I've always been the type to watch all 3, personally. Okay, so for choice number 1, we have the Red Jasper. Choice number 2 is the green Aventurine. And choice number 3 is the clear Quartz, which all are matched up with your chakras. So we'll touch a little base on that depending on, which stone you choose. So let's get started. All right, if you chose pile number 1, with the Red Jasper, welcome. So just to start, Red Jasper is associated with the root chakra, which is like the base of your spine. It's the chakra of stability, security, and basic needs. When this chakra is open, we feel safe and fearless. So clearly when it's blocked, we feel lack and we feel unsupported and, just off balance. So before I sat down and grabbed your cards, I just really connected with my guides, your guides, just the overall, collective, and asked for them to send us messages that will help us during this May 2020. My videos are intended to be timeless, but this is the time when I'm recording it in May of 2020 during this crazy COVID pandemic. So the first Ascended Master that was sent to help group number 1 is Babaji with yoga. So every time I get this card, my first thought is, I'm tense. I gotta stretch, I gotta deep breathe, I gotta meditate. He's giving me such third eye chakra vibes. Like he's all in purple. His card itself is like this purpley hue. He has himself his third eye chakra activated here. If anyone has been thinking like, should I get into meditation? I say yes, and the way to help would be through yoga. I personally am not a big yogi, I can't say, but I am trying. I had knee surgery recently, and I'm really trying just to get back into stretching and making sure that my limbs are fluid, because through fluidity is where you're able to, change with the times and be able to adjust your thoughts and stuff. Let's see what the actual book says for Babaji, just because I don't want to just rush through him here. He's a beloved yogi who is known as the Deathless Avatar. He learned to overcome all physical limitations. Many believe that he ascended with his physical body, which may account for the various sightings of a solid, living Babaji that people have reported. Oh, by the way, if I'm saying Babaji, Babaji wrong. I apologize. Babaji encouraged Paramahansa Yogananda to teach yoga to the Western world as a way of spreading enlightenment, which is crazy because I'm actually reading Yogananda's book, The True Life of a Yogi, and I think I'm at the part where he's meeting Babaji. And because he starts talking about, spreading it to our side of the country, and Yogananda was kind of like hesitant, and so I'm excited to see where that's going to take him. So, cool. Here, let's see what else it says just about yoga. So, yeah, you'll gain increased clarity, energy, flexibility, toning, and psychic awareness, which is crazy, but it's also when it's tied into the meditation part, the deep breathing and all that is associated. And this isn't so much now, but hopefully when all this is out and done with, maybe you're inspired to take a yoga class and you can meet people, like-minded people during this yoga class, and you never know where that might take you. All right, so I asked the Ascended Masters for each group to please help me select going on further. So this is from the Love and Light deck. Speak words of love. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. More purple. More third eye chakra. Which is so interesting to me because this is the root base chakra pile, right? But of course, it's all intertwined. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. When you're really in this sense of yoga and bettering yourself and wanting to, walk in the light, it's true that you have to speak words of love. And for me personally, when I'm feeling through this, is that it's not really to speak words of love to others, but definitely to yourself. Like, personally, I am my worst enemy. Like, even as I'm recording this, I'm trying really hard to shut off that inner critic that's just bad-mouthing me. But as you can see here, she's alone. She's just with her and God taking it in. And it's strong to not tear yourself down and to not constantly doubt yourself and to limit yourself. But when you speak words of love internally, it really does change what you accept externally and how you communicate with others, period. I really like that card. Let's see what you guys have from soul journey that it feels like your particular soul needs. And how beautiful. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So this deck for me actually just came in yesterday. I barely went through it. I got like a general sense of the cards. I do love them. I love the messages that they're portraying. But I myself am not really too keen on them. But from what I'm seeing, humor, it all goes intertwined with that love and just being in sync. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, like as speaking words of love, like as I just said, when I'm degrading myself inside, nothing works. Nothing works for me. I can't do anything. I just feel like the shittiest person ever. But the moment I start to speak to myself with love, I can focus on what is going right. Like I might be stumbling all over my words trying to get this video out, but look, I'm set up. I'm sitting here, and that's the lighter side of life. Finding humor and being able to just push through it. And it's the heart chakra color. But let me see what the book has to say about it. There are definitely parts of life that require your serious attention, but you have to learn to have fun. Don't neglect things that bring you joy or make you laugh. Besides, the health benefits to your physical body, your emotional and mental bodies reap huge benefits from the art of joy, which is the same with yoga. Seek out the people who make you feel good about being alive. Avoid cynicism and pessimism. Always look at your cup as being half full instead of half empty. The endless chatter of this physical dimension can seep into your conscious mind. So do your best to listen to happy music, read soul-enriching fiction, and be wary of movies or TV shows that can darken your mood. Happy people attract happy people, which is one of the things that I'm hoping comes out of this channel, is that I put out this good energy. The good energy comes back to me. I feel good as I'm sitting here looking at these cards and wanting to reach out to people. And I hope that people feel good when they read it. It's like a ripple effect, right? When we feel good, the people around us feel good, and so on and so forth. So I didn't really read much from this deck, but I really feel drawn to it just because it's kind of like the same message that's going on here with, you know, what do you want to focus on? How do you want to feel? Speak words of love. Let's see just a little bit more. What little more insight could the book give us? Pay attention to the words you're speaking. The truth, dear one, is that your words are either helping or hindering your plans and life purpose. They're either keeping the momentum going, or keeping you at a standstill. Words can heal or harm, make or break. Allow God's power to reign in and through you. Avoid the negative talk and begin telling a new story that has humor, that has love, that has fluidity. So moving on, this is from the Return of Spirit book. No, this is Path of the Soul. And this is also a brand new deck for me. So let me see what I see here. So 4, 5, 6, 7 is the number that came up, which is all about, good luck, good fortune. It's also very root chakra, but has that theme that we're seeing with the heart centered. Even this one has green too. And I don't know why, but I just got a really bad tickle in my throat. So, I don't know if anyone is needing to get something off their chest, or I don't know. Just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so I'm going to read the book for this one too, because like I said, it's my first time using them. And it's number 34. And it's the red native card. From the time of the first man, every thought has been recorded within the collective consciousness. Okay. You can either draw from this source, or you can consciously make a positive contribution to it. You have much wisdom within you, and it is time to share it. Red Native is calling you to begin imparting your knowledge with others. This can be in the form of talking. However, there are many other ways to communicate. Whatever your choice, you are making a lasting contribution by raising the collective consciousness of man. So to me, okay, you might be watching this video thinking, Vanessa has no idea what she's talking about. I could do a much better job. Hey, please do. If you feel drawn to bring any type of light into this world, please don't hesitate. I mean, I had to learn myself to push through it. I am trying to push through it, as you can see, but we have so much good to impart in this world, and it's like the author of this book of the deck imparted with me once. She's it's like a squirrel just, keeping all his nuts to himself, not sharing. But what does that do for you? Okay, you'll never go hungry, but now your family or everyone around you, if you have this gift, share it. Why not? That's so interesting that card came out. All right, the next one is Commitment, and this is by the same author. Commitment. That's a beautiful card. But it's also all of these things require commitment. These all require you to keep showing up. Yoga especially, and meditation. It's a daily practice. Speaking words of love is an everyday, all day thing that you have to constantly stop that inner critic, stop him, and come back to speaking words of love. Stopping that inner nagging and coming back. Finding the humor, seeing life as half full instead of half empty. That's a constant thing that you have to commit to that. And spreading your love, it's a commitment, because it's so hard to get lost in, oh, this world is horrible, these people are all the same, they don't know what they're doing, blah 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 blah, like I'm just gonna recluse. Like it's a commitment to say, I want a better life, and I'm gonna help those around me have a better life. I love it. Okay, so then I asked for the moon to help. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So if you pull this deck, maybe you're Capricorn, or maybe you're at the end of a tough cycle. Like, that's beautiful. Let's see what the book has to say. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Commitment. Red native. Having that stability, that grounding, feeling stable and secure to be able to, go for what you want. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. So one of the things it says here that you can do is you can attune to the moon by releasing control and trust the universe. Finding balance between your personal and private lives. Everyone that I know that's a Capricorn is really structured and can just get things done. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. I don't really know too much about astrology. I try not to, I'm not a professional in any of this by any means, but everyone that I know that's a Capricorn is just focused. It's like that. It's a goat, going up. It's like the goats that go up the hills. Like, they have to just be very calculated and intentional of each step, because God knows what's going to happen, and they plan, and they're just so inspiring. Let's see what else I can grab for this group number 1. Trust yourself. All I can keep hearing is just trust yourself. We know what to do. We know how it is that we want to communicate into this world, and it's not going to be the same. And luckily there are so many different outlets that we can use to be able to express how we feel. And all right, so to end this reading, I'm going to go ahead and choose from this Spark Happiness. And so 50 ways to celebrate the everyday. So one of these for group 1, this is just a little suggestion on ways you can spark happiness. Enjoy a simple sensory pleasures, a fresh clean shower or ice cold lemonade. Which is interesting because it's the grounding pile, and that's very earthing, being in the moment, being in the present. And that's one of the ways, is to enjoy simple sensory pleasures. Like when I'm eating something that's delicious, I'm like, God, thank you so much for this. Like, keep sending me meals that'll fill me up this way. Or, when you, a fresh, clean towel, the way it smells, and that feeling that comes over you, like when it's freshly out the shower, where you feel like, wow, I just committed to that, and I got my laundry done, and now I feel clean and tidy. Enjoy simple sensory pleasures. Group 1, thank you so much for sharing time with me. This is the end of your reading. And now on to group 2. All right. And so for those of you who chose pile 2, welcome. So this is the green Aventurine, which is the heart center chakra. Chakra of love and connection. When the chakra is open, we feel compassion, forgiveness, and trust. So you can imagine what it feels like when you don't have that heart chakra activated. A lot of feelings of unworthiness and fear. All the things opposite of love. Alright, so the Ascended Master chosen to work for you guys. Lakshmi. Flow of prosperity. I actually have a Lakshmi downstairs, and that's where we put all of our loose change and all of our, you know, abundant change, where it's like my own little way of thanking her for all the prosperity you see here. She has the coins, all this lush around her, all this life. This color is like a very grounding color to me. If anyone is struggling right now financially, this is a sign that things will get better soon, especially during all this COVID stuff. It seems like money's rising out of nowhere these days. Let's see what you guys got for love and light. Follow the path that's right for you. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. It's like, if you follow the path that's for you, regardless of how it feels, regardless of all the fears that come up, regardless of all the naysaying that you might do to yourself or that others might do to you, there is prosperity at the end of it. And it's like, I've been really trying to remind myself that nothing comes easy, man. Like, there's no quick fix. There's no quick one trip stop scheme. Like, yeah, we see so many people go viral and so many people go, you know, get famous off random things. But it's like, we don't know the struggles those people went through to get to where they are. And it's really just testing your faith. Like, it's just sticking to what feels right and just continuing to choose it because it feels right to you, regardless of anything else you might be hearing. They both are like surrounded by like this water. I mean, this person's up in the air, but there's like that sun behind them. Just, I don't know. It's like prosperity in both. Like, and this might be in like physical nature with the coins and the jewels, but like this girl, she don't got nothing besides her inner wings, her thoughts, her intention. Let me see what the book has to say about that card. Follow the path that's right for you. We're all faced with situations and temptations in life that we intuitively know are not right for our particular path. And it's not right or wrong, but more of, you know if it feels right or not. And not right, but like, you know if it feels... I'm really trying to get out of the habit of saying right or wrong, because it's not, there's really nothing that's right or wrong. It's all perspective. But you know when something just doesn't resonate. As children, we depend on God and our adult guardians to show us the right way to go. Sometimes the right path is one that other people may not like, but you know it's the one that God is calling you upon. Prayer can help us find that extra strength to gently lead us and keep us on our divine path. Do not judge yourself for any so-called mistakes that you have made. Instead, talk to God about them. Admit your thought and feelings about the wrong turn you think you took, and God will lift you up with forgiveness. So yeah, I get weird messages from Doreen Virtue's Love and Light deck, because this is like after she became a newfound Christian. But like, yes, you know, I agree. I personally have my own relationship with God, but I don't really like to impose that on anyone else. But whatever it is that you do, whether it's meditate, whether it's grounding, whether it's crystal work, whether it's candle work, whether it's altar work, whether it's God knows, just follow the path that feels right for you, regardless. Because have you guys ever seen that picture of, it's like a side-by-side picture, and one is it's like they're both two people are doing the exact same thing, right? They're like mining in a cave trying to get to gold, and they see that the person next to them gets to their gold first, or gets to like a stone. And so the other guy, once he sees that the other guy gets the stone and leaves, he's like, well, that's where all the stones is. Let me just stop what I'm doing and go over there. But what he doesn't realize is that he was about to come out a gold mine, not just one stone. So now he's over there at the other guy's lot looking for more stones when the other guy had already gotten the one stone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, focus on the path that's right for you, because none of them are the same. They're not tailored to be a one-size-fits-all. Patience. God blesses those who patiently endure. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Wow. It's like you can't make that up. Like, that's the message that the soul wants you to take from this. Patience. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe, and the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. And that's so interesting, because that's why I named my channel Miracles and Magic. There was a time in my life where, you know, to the outside world, everything is going right. I have a beautiful family. I have a good job. You know, I live in a nice place. I drive a nice car. But no one understands or sees the things that are going on within, you know. And even me sometimes, like, I always, you know, want more, and I want a better car, and I don't want to, you know, have to have payments on the car. Like, all these stupid things that get in the way. But like, when you're really in the dirt and in the ground and emotionally, spiritually feel alone, it's finding that patience to just slow things down and be like, I'm breathing. My children are breathing. My family's healthy. I'm healthy. Like, I am warm right now. It's literally breaking it down to the most basic of things to be able to highlight everything else that's going right. To me, it's miracles and magic, finding the ways to celebrate the miracles and magic in everyday life, because it's literally all around us, and it comes in all shapes and forms and sizes and interactions and in places where you wouldn't expect it to. But if you're not open to receiving that, or patient enough to be able to just take it all in, you're just gonna, like the book says, just gonna drive right by them and miss them. Let's see. The number 4, which actually, if you look here, 2 + 1 + 1 is 4. 4 is like the angel numbers. Angels are all around. Stability. To me, it's the way I know that my angels are listening. So let's see what the number 4 is. This is a new deck for me, so Ascension, which makes sense, because if you look at it, it's like, this is like the spinal cord, the arms, the body, the head. This would be like, well, not even this is the head. This feels like the head to me, where this would be like the crown chakra. Your energetic field isn't is in a state of change and expansion. You have begun to vibrate at higher levels as your consciousness moves more in alignment with your higher self. You are one of the forerunners working toward ascension to raise the consciousness of the planet. The changes you are experiencing are not always comfortable, but they are necessary for your continued growth. The true beauty of your soul is beginning to show, and it has a positive and uplifting effect on others. Follow the path that's right for you, regardless of how uncomfortable. And I just literally finished hearing someone say, you can't have growth and comfort together. They're like oil and water. They just don't mix. You can't have, your ability to just chill and not do much and relax and still want to have this prosperity and this growth and be out here doing, ground changing stuff if in your day-to-day life you're not taking those steps. Assistance. This to me kind of looks like a spider, it looks like a spider web type. I don't know. It's like ripples, like I'm, helping, or because I am so solid within myself. It's like when I'm feeling good, people around me feel good, and people around them feel even better, because it's like this ripple effect. Let's see what the book says for it, because both of these are super new to me. Assistance. We all need a little help at one point or another in our lives. Rest assured, help is on the way for you. There is a huge inpouring of divine and angelic assistance coming to you now, even by you taking the time to listen to this, as cringe as it may be. This card appears for you today to let you know that your need for help has been acknowledged. Whether you have directly asked for aid or not, the universe is stepping forward on your behalf. The assistance can come in many forms. Sometimes it can come in form of another person. We do not necessarily have to know them personally or for them to influence our lives, as I could be doing for you today. We can also experience a sudden shift in circumstances, which occurs for no logical reason. This can happen to certain individuals who we may be having difficulty with. Either something energetically shifts in them, or we suddenly understand how we are to deal with that person. No matter how it happens, it is spirit working in your life. So let this be a fair warning. Help is coming. So don't do something silly, such as say no thank you when help is offered to you. Maybe that could just be like, you are so set in your ways as far as, whatever means you have to do to get this prosperity, and you're focused on way too many paths, looking at what everybody else is doing, focusing on, what's the quickest way to get rich quick type thing. And the universe is saying, forget all that. You know what it is that you have to do within yourself. No one else knows, but there are people in your life who can assist, which is beautiful to know. It's one of the things that is miraculous and magical about life, is that, for the most part, a majority of us have reliable people in our lives, or people who are even willing to listen. And if you don't, there are ways to build that community. There are ways to be able to create humanly connection with other people. If you want to start a friendship, leave a comment. Let's see what the moon has to say. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. I wonder how many people thought to themselves, like, girl, I am not going to hit you up. I am not going to act as if I don't have friends, or as if, what? Yeah, right. And then look, don't let pride get in your way. Listen, it's hard. It's hard to accept assistance. It's hard to be able to, stay to your own path and be able to admit that you can need help. Like, help, it's hard to admit that. We want to act like that ego, like I know what to do, I know where I need to go, and it's like, just patiently chill out. Stop being in a rush. Stop being in a mad dash to get to Oprah money when you're living a great life right now that you're just not even focusing on. Don't let that pride get in the way of seeing all that is going for you. I need to drink some water. I do get a good amount of green energy here though, which is very according to, you can't really see it, but that just turned green as I said it, but you know, it matches with your chakra selection. So if I were you, I'd look into some chakra opening meditations. I can try and remind myself to pin one below, one that I actually love. That's really heart-centered, and I really have noticed a change in my life as of late since I've been doing it. But thank you so much for listening. If you felt like any of this helped, please go ahead and share with your friends or family. And then just one last thing before you go. What's a way to spark happiness in your life? Let's see. Ask people older than you about their secrets to happiness. I like this a lot. Because personally, let's see if I can, there we go. Personally, growing up, I really had a deep connection with the like older generations, my grandparents, my older uncles. Like, I've always just wanted to ask, I just want to learn from them. Like, who else better to learn than from our elders in some situations? Some elders are a little extreme, but more specifically, ask about their secrets to happiness. That's I like this one. I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching, group 2. Hi, group number 3. Last but certainly not least. All right, so you guys chose the crown chakra, the clear quartz. So it's the chakra of enlightenment and spiritual connection, the pathway to all other chakras. When the chakra is open, we are able to understand our life purpose. How beautiful. I absolutely love working with clear quartz. As you can see, this is like, she's my girl. She sleeps next to me and everything. All right. So let's see who the Ascended Master to work with you guys is. And Moria. Clear and shield your energy. His third eye is activated, but it looks like a clear quartz to me, and so does his wand here. It looks like clear quartz. That's funny. Every time I get this card, I see it as a way, as a reminder, I should say, that energy work is real. Like, people can drain you just as much as you can drain others. And there's a lot of things that you can do to protect your energy, and that's even including like crystal work. It could either be something like a clear quartz, like, wow, that's pretty wild. Maybe that's just a way of the universe letting you know that you need to go ahead and grab one of those bad boys. Let's see what the book has to say, just in case there's, you know, additional messages for you. As a sensitive person, you've absorbed some harsh and toxic energy from other people. This card asks you to stop and call on El Moria and Archangel Michael to clear yourself. They can also clear and elevate the energies in your people, your home, or your office, even with stones too, PSA. After clearing yourself, ask them to shield you from further intrusions. This process, called shielding, needs to be conducted once or twice a day. You can also wear a crystal pendant to act as a buffer in harsh situations. Stay clear of harsh or toxic substances, environments, and relationships. Honor your sensitivity. Keep your thoughts as positive as possible to keep your energy clear and clean. Eliminate clutter or use feng shui to clear the energy. Sorry, I got a call. So you can call upon El Moria to help keep your energy clear, high, and protected, as well as to assist in any legal or political situation. It's funny because every time I see something legal, I think about this one time one of my coworkers is like, you live in Rhode Island. Everyone's going through legal stuff. Like, I'm currently going through some legal stuff, so let me go ahead and call out to El Moria right now for some assistance in that. Hello, bless. Gentleness is the path of peace. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. This is true if you're a sensitive person. You need to clear and shield your energy because you're sensitive. Being gentle is the way, because that way you can try and ensure that you don't hurt other people in the process of protecting yourself in a peaceful way. Like that's powerful. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Wow. So, you know, it kind of goes hand in hand with what I just said about getting your point across in a gentle way that ensures that you stay respectful to your boundaries, but that you don't hurt others in the process of letting them know how it is that you feel. I don't know, Pile 3, you guys might be like my most spiritual group, I must say, because I've been interrupted like 6 times as I'm trying to finish your video. I happened to pick 7 cards in this spread as opposed to 6 in the other ones. And it's a struggle, but we're getting through it. Okay, so love. Yes, that is the energy we're trying to embody, and that's crazy because look at, here's a master number 44. Look at this, it's kind of like godly, like this looks like a god of swords and like a Mother Mary. that's what I kind of see. Let's see what the book says. 44. This is, oh gosh, I need to get used to these cards. 44. Third, no, that's not it. Hold on. Birth of angels. You are surrounded with the loving support of the angelic realm, who play an important role on Earth in uplifting the consciousness of the planet. Did I not tell you you guys were like my spiritual group? If you're listening to this, Pile 3, I feel you. I feel you. And let's be a community. Reach out to me, please, if you pick Pile 3. The angels are here with you to help you in every way they can. Remember, you have not been abandoned here. You are not alone on this journey. Your gifts are very special and very needed. These divine beings are here with you to aid you in becoming fully who you are meant to be. Beautiful. Return of Spirit. That's another high energy card. Let's see. You have come a long way in your journey. No, it has not been easy, but you have made it through. Acknowledge for a moment the strength and courage you have discovered within you. Hold your head high and feel proud of who you are. Your guides and angels are certainly proud of you. Your hard work and determination over this lifetime has brought you here today. Drawing this card signifies a renewal of the heart, mind, and spirit. Your spiritual connection to Source is stronger than it ever has been, my spiritual little lovelies. This time of manifesting your highest will, it is a time of truly stepping onto your path with confidence in what you are on and what you are here to do. Wow. I am loving this pile. Let's see what the two moon cards are. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. That's so pretty. A time to give rather than take. So it's kind of like, to me, it feels like we need group 3 to be bold and take the first move and clear our energy, because we need to realize that we're sensitive people and we're getting these messages. We're on this spiritual journey that is a scary one, but the Lord is our shepherd and we have all that we need. And as long as we continue to ask for assistance from our guides and focus our intention on love and gentleness, we're able to return to spirit, return to our strength and our purpose, and from there be able to give, because we can't give if we're coming from a place of depletion, of, you know, we have to give from the abundance, but we're not ever going to be able to receive that full abundance if we're letting our energy be drained and we act out of fear, and we want to, you know, act as if there isn't a higher being that's helping us, and I know what to do and I'm doing this all alone, and, you know, and that energy you're not able to regain. Look at this card. It's like majestic. It's like to me it's like a bird rising. It's like a phoenix rising out of the ashes. Like, how are you ever gonna get here without assistance or without letting the world help you? And, you know, also taking that first step. But I want to say, like, this card threw me off a little, but it's, to me, saying, like, you can't just give and never receive. You know, like, it's a two-way street. You need to be able to give your, whatever it may be, your talents, your money, your time, whatever it may be, but you also have to learn to take. And so it's like you need both. It's a nice balance to be able to give someone else the opportunity to give to you, because it feels good, you know, when we're able to give to someone we love, and we want to be able to give that opportunity to someone else as well. So let's see in what ways you guys can spark happiness besides being yourself, you powerful little group, you. Engage in random acts of kindness for strangers. Like, seriously? That could not have summed it up even better. When we give, we're able to receive. You know, like right now I'm giving you guys all these words that you can either take from or not, but I'm also receiving confidence, and I'm receiving love, and I'm receiving energy by putting this out to you guys, because I don't know who's gonna come across it or what, you know, what's gonna be said, but it's a two-way street. I have to give in order to receive, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my own advice and look up some ways to clear and shield my energy. Guys, if you enjoyed this reading, please share it to friends, family. Let me know in the comments down below if anything resonated. And I send you love. Thank you.